in the game. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs, and it's all up next.
It's been the home of the Chiefs since 1972. GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Great to have you with us for this primetime battle. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Under the lights, we'll be putting in the spotlight the running backs. These are two teams, Greg, with backs who can tote it and carry it and make guys miss. But they're going to give us a fun old-school game on the ground here tonight.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool, Mike, because, I mean, how many of these games have you and I done where we start out saying, all right, the quarterbacks, the wide receiver, these two electric passing games, that's how these offenses are built. But now we have a little bit of a throwback, and for two teams that unapologetically say, we are going to run our offense through the running back position, we don't see that so often anymore. So for two guys like us that understand and appreciate the legacy and the history of this game, I think it's kind of fun.
This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chiefs come out with the face of the NFL, Patrick Mahomes, two-time regular season MVP, three-time Super Bowl MVP, just in his 8th year, best in the business at the helm for KC, Greg.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback. This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense, and boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
3rd and 6. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Here's Hardy to return. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Ravens led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, Lamar Jackson, already season 7. Greg, he's won a couple of MVPs, and he's as talented as we see in the league.
Is there a more exciting guy in the NFL to watch play quarterback than this guy, Mike? I mean, one of the most dynamic athletes to ever play the position. And what's truly unique about him is his ability to beat you both as a runner and equally as a passer, and that's really where his game has developed. Defensive coordinators, they don't sleep very much when they know they're facing this guy and all the problems that he presents.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll motion over Flowers. Now the Ravens' big-ticket free agent acquisition. It's Derrick Henry. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Henry rumbles to the 1st down and more. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
First down run here by Henry, and he signed with the Ravens this offseason. I mean, you think back to that run he had with the Titans, Mike, over the last 6 seasons, over 8,200 yards, 80 touchdowns. I mean, one of the most productive backs we've seen in a long time. Now it's kind of scary to think he gets to join Lamar Jackson in this Baltimore backfield. They hope the two of them can be that combo to finally get this Baltimore team over the hump.
Second and 7. Aguilar goes off in motion. On the give, here's Henry. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. And now it's fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a scoreless game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Really nice play there by Xavier Worthy. And if I'm a defensive coordinator around the league and I'm thinking to myself, Mike, how do I stop this Chiefs offense? How do I stop Mahomes and Kelsey? Well, they just add a wide receiver that has the fastest 40-yard dash time in the history of the NFL Combine. I mean,
oh, Pacheco hit. He loses the football.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
From the 39, here's a first and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll be second down. Aguilar goes off in motion. He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. 3rd and long. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's complete. He's got Hardy. They pick up 17 through the air. Good for a Raven first down.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. In motion comes Andrews. Again, it's Jackson. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. Everyone talks about being balanced. But as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Through 1 in this rematch of the AFC title game. 0-0 is the score. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. To the air one more time with Jackson. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, here's Jackson. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. A gain there of 11. First down, Baltimore.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now Lamar going to hang on to it. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. Taking off, and he's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Now Justin Tucker for the point after. He's got it. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. Got a man. That's Rashee Rice. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker. Be friendly to the quarterback. And then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Mahomes. Right back to Kelsey again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Toward the outside, catch made by Watson.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
They put Kelsey in motion. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. To the left side in the hands of Rice. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with first and goal. Gray is the motion man here. Right back to the air for Mahomes. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it'll bring up 2nd and goal.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there, and that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. Good drive so far, but this is a big hurdle. It is 3rd and 10. Mahomes now to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he'll get this inside the 5, but no further. Great job by the defense. It sets up 4th down. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs are on the board. It's 7-3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. Justice Hill to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. This one caught downfield by Flowers. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick 1st down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
2nd down, Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Bateman is the motion man. Jackson up top again. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. Our AFC Championship game rematch finds the Ravens this time out on top. As we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports Halftime Report. The first half belonged to the reigning NFL most valuable player, number 8, Lamar Jackson. He was able to take it in himself for the game's only touchdown. And you wonder if this coaching staff will ask him to do a bit more the rest of the way.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Hardy now with the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Aguilar goes off in motion. He'll start out on the ground with Henry. Wow, it wasn't for lack of effort. He tried every which way to elude the defense, but he was outnumbered. They finally got him down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of yardage.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Jackson out of the pistol. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath we've seen a few times, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
A gain of 17 yards. Good for a Raven 1st down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Here's 1st and 10. Jackson now from the 50. Aguilar able to make the catch. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Taking off. And he's going to be taken down.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And he will take it in himself. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Ravens extend their advantage to 14-3. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Chiefs offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Brought in by the tight end, Andrews. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
They face 2nd down and 7. In motion comes Andrews. On play action, here's Jackson.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. 1st down, Baltimore.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer. They continue to get chunk plays like this. This thing could get out of reach fast.
And the pistol, Jackson ready. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Extra point try now for Tucker. The kick is good. And the Ravens move out to a 21-3 advantage. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Hardman now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
A pass taken in by Watson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
They send a receiver in motion left. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this third quarter has come to an end. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. The man in motion is Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off, and whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right, and I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he'll be taken down.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the fourth quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and They were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Travis Kelce, the intended target. And now they'll be looking at 3rd and goal. Motion man is Rice. 3rd and goal. Mahomes. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Justin Watson. Touchdown, Chiefs. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs get a bit closer here. It's now 21-10. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Hardy now with the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. In motion comes Andrews. On 1st and 10, Jackson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Defense came out in a soft zone. I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Bateman is the motion man. Jackson now on 2nd down. He'll find Aguilar complete.
After that 1st down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
This defense in desperate need of a stop, and here comes 3rd down. It's the tight end Likely in motion. 3rd and short, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Ravens sending the punt team out there as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. This one fielded out beyond the 25. The Chiefs offense headed back to take over once more. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10.
Go, take it to the house.
Let's get out of here with the win, oh? Right, boys, let's keep it up.
Now Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Mahomes now on second down. Down the field, he's got Kelsey. A gain there of 21. Good for a Chiefs first down.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the fourth quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the fourth quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
They put Kelsey in motion. On second down, Mahomes. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. Mahomes. That's going to be intercepted. It's the safety, Eddie Jackson.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
The Ravens offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll run it with Henry. Whoa. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll go again here with Henry. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. Ravens bring their punt team out. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. Here comes a return. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Here come the Chiefs and last year's Super Bowl MVP, Patrick Mahomes, for their next drive. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. Here is 1st and 10. Gray is the motion man here. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. To the left side in the hands of Rice. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they're just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Mahomes on 1st down. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. To throw is Mahomes. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. That's 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Ravens offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout here. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. And as a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, good night from Kansas City.